What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA 24-hour trade volume surpasses $750 million according to CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap ranks Cardano as the second most voted cryptocurrency back-to-back with yesterday, with over 4,400 votes, still more than Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin combined. Good social dominance. The Cardano network has crossed 110 million transactions, marking another milestone in its ecosystem growth. Alex Becker, he's Alex, I'm Alex, we're all Alex, includes Cardano ADA among the top 5 coins to hold this cycle. So, he sees the power of narrative brand technology. He keeps it simple. And I think people overthink and overcomplicate the simple choices like ADA. It's a vintage blue chip, and I think the day for the pump will come. Charles Hoskinson says, I'm going to be on a major podcast next month, probably the biggest podcast. I'm flying to go film. It's going to be exciting. I've been looking forward to being on this podcast for a while. Will it be Joe Rogan? So he said this live on X Spaces yesterday, so at the end of May. So it could be as early as this month, just weeks away. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to be Joe Rogan. What do you guys think? Will it be Joe Rogan? Maybe a different podcast? So in light of this, Charles Hoskinson is trending on X amid rumors of a potential Joe Rogan interview. We're going to wait and see, but I think there is a high likeliness that he will be on JRE. Bodega Market, Cardano's prediction market, says we're cooking 3 new partnerships. Lovely to see Bodega Market, Strike Finance, and more crushing it. Sebastien talking about Starstream virtual machine. He says Starstream programs are able to pause, resume, and automatically create the new UTXO output for the continuation. In a nutshell, this often means about 75% less code than using Aiken, super easy cross-contract calls, and lower development cognitive overhead. This is better efficiency. This will mitigate errors. This is just a win-win. I'm very excited to see the evolution and the use of Starstream. So we're going to watch that closely. So what else is going on? Pretty quiet day for Cardano. Watcher Guru says Elon Musk says X is launching new XChat messaging system with a Bitcoin-style encryption. We're going to wait and see. I mean, X uptime is not that great, so maybe he needs to fix Twitter first and then think about that. But hey, more eyes on crypto, not a bad thing. The United States and China are expected to hold a phone call this week to discuss trade and trade deals. Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. Orange is my preferred color, he says. Well, orange, blue, perfect complementary colors from a design theory perspective. And ultimately, people like yield. And I think that input-output, Fairgate, and all the other ecosystem developers are perfectly positioned for Cardano to take advantage of Bitcoin DeFi. So before we take a look at price, a reminder from TapTools that Cardano has never gone down. So it looks like recently, again, TON. So TON mainnet block production, according to Cointelegraph, briefly halted due to a dispatch error. So issue fixed, but, and again, it's not to applaud the downfall of other projects or when they have issues, but ultimately there is this symbiotic relationship between other projects and Cardano. We're known as the safe and secure chain. We're known as the resilient network. We're known as, the brother, the evolution, the spiritual successor to Bitcoin. And so when projects experience this, simply doing nothing actually galvanizes our narrative. So that's one of the main reasons also why people, keep an eye on Cardano, be it Alex Becker or others, is that we have that strong narrative. We have network effect. We're not a new kid on the block during this cycle. We've been here on an average in the top 10 for multiple years, coming up on 8 years in the top 10, give or take. Not many projects can say that. So when projects do have outages, right, we wish them the best. All it does is strengthen our narrative. So we were dancing with 69 cents, came back down 6.6. I still think that there's good demand in these price ranges. And taking a look, again, bouncing off of that 6.6 pretty nicely, back at basically 6.8. Bitcoin 105. Again, we're trading very similar to Bitcoin and XRP, so I'm not really concerned in regards to the price point. Bitcoin right now at 105.2, Bitcoin dominance at a whopping 64.5. And like I say time and time again, I know I'm kind of, repeating myself, but it's important that Bitcoin dominance needs to tumble. The Russell 2000 index needs to reclaim its previous highs. Bitcoin and crypto searches need to rise with social volume increasing, and a variety of other macroeconomic factors like quantitative easing, in addition to things like the Genius Act for stablecoin legislation and whatnot. So we just have to remember that short-term volatility, you're going to have price go up, price go down, but we got to zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. And I'm still convinced that Cardano has a strong narrative, and that's why we'll give the shout outs to Alex Becker. There's a reason why he includes it in his top 5 coins to hold. And actually, if we take a look at the reply, the question says, if you could only hold 5 tokens for the rest of the cycle, no swaps, right? And Cardano's in there. So at the end of the day, there's mind share. People are talking about Cardano. And I think that maybe we will see this happen. Maybe. I won't say with certainty, but I don't know of a bigger podcast than Joe's. Maybe PBD, maybe, something else, but all I think of is the Joe Rogan experience. So my question to you guys is, will Charles Hoskinson be on Joe Rogan podcast? I'd love to see that. Would be a fantastic conversation. Stay positive, guys. Let me know what you're most excited about. Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.